Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play in the link below. And yeah, we'll hop in here. Very busy slate today. 15 matchups. Starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 135. Arizona plus 115 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 2.40. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.40. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Phillies on a 7-game winning streak right now, playing very good during this run. Arizona on a 2-game winning streak against the Cincinnati. Philly riding this nice streak. The overs hit in 7 out of their last 8 games. A pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers have given up about 8 runs in their last 3 starts. I'm gonna ride this hot streak of the Phillies. 7-game win streak. Sweeping Milwaukee, which was pretty tough to do, and they did it. And I'm gonna roll with the Phillies at home. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 250. The Cubs plus 210 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Cubs is Wade Miley with an ERA at 3.38. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Luis Severino with an ERA of 2.95. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 10 strikeouts. Chicago on a 3-game losing streak right now. Yankees 8-2 in their last 10, coming off a 10-7 win against the Twins. Cubs are just 1-8 against the Yankees, where they've struggled. 0-5 on the road against the Yankees. Yankees 8-0 at home, where they've been playing just really good. And love Severino on the mound here. Gonna roll with the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Washington Nationals. Brewers opening up as road favorites at minus 175. The Nationals plus 145 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Aaron Ashby with an ERA at 3.13. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Nationals is Eric Fetty with an ERA of 4.88. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 1 strikeout. And Milwaukee on a 6-game losing streak right now. Washington on a 3-game losing streak. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Milwaukee's been good against Washington, 4-1 straight up against Washington, 4-2 on the road against Washington. I'm going to take a shot with the Brewers on the road on a 6-game losing streak. I think they're definitely due to bounce back here against this Nationals team. I'm going to roll with the Brewers on the road. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Oakland plus 145 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Oakland is Paul Blackburn with an ERA of 2.62. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.10. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Oakland on a 9-game losing streak, losing to Cleveland yesterday 8-4. Cleveland 8-2 in their last 10, playing very well right now. Oakland, 2-6 on the road. Yeah, I'm gonna roll Cleveland at home. Oakland just on a horrible losing streak here. Didn't really look good yesterday against Cleveland. I'm gonna roll Cleveland at home. Next matchup with the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Detroit Tigers. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -210. Detroit +175 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 5.24. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 13 strikeouts. Pitching for the Tigers is Elvin Rodriguez with an ERA of 10.12. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 10 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Toronto coming off that 8-4 loss against Kansas City. Detroit on a 2-game winning streak, coming off 2 losses against Pittsburgh. Toronto 7-1 on the road. I like Toronto to bounce back today. Elvin Rodriguez is coming off a game where he gave up 10 runs. That's pretty insane, honestly. Not in love with that at all. I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays on the road. Next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -220. The Pirates +180 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Pirates is Roansy Contreras with an ERA of 1.93. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider with an ERA of 3.31. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 5 strikeouts. Atlanta on an 8-game winning streak right now, beating Pitt 3-1 yesterday. Pitt on a 3-game losing streak, 1-10 on the road against Atlanta, where they've been horrible. Atlanta 5-1 at home, riding a nice 8-game winning streak here. I'm going to roll with the Braves at home here. Just playing very good, and, Pitt just really isn't here. So, pretty simple. I'm going to roll with the Braves at home. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Kansas City Royals. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 9.5. Pitching for Baltimore's Bruce Zimmerman with an ERA of 4.40. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Royals is Jonathan Heasley with an ERA of 4.62. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Giving up 9 runs in his last 3 starts here. Baltimore losing yesterday 5-7 to Kansas City. A pretty ugly matchup here. I don't see a reason why anyone should be betting on this game. It does look like Baltimore is the underdog here in a pick'em scenario. I'm going to take Baltimore +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -150. Miami +135 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Marlins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 2.32. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Luis Garcia with an ERA of 3.07. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Miami on a 3-game winning streak. Looked very good against that Washington series. Houston coming off a 6-3 loss against Seattle. Miami 11-5 straight up against Houston, where they've actually played very good here. A pretty even pitching matchup. I'm I'm going to take a shot with the Marlins plus 1.5 on the road. Playing good. They play good against Houston. So yeah, I'm going to lean with the Marlins plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Minnesota Twins. Tampa Bay opening up as road favorites at minus 115. Minnesota minus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Twins is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA at 3.02. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Twins is Devin Smeltzer with an ERA of 1.93. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Tampa Bay on a 3-game winning streak, coming off some nice wins against St. Louis. Minnesota 4-6 in their last 10. Smeltzer's been pretty good on the mound. He's only given up 4 runs in his last 3 starts. Rasmussen's given up 8 here. Tampa Bay 5-10 against Minnesota, where they've actually struggled a bit. Pretty low, line here. I'm gonna take Minnesota plus 1.5 at home. Pretty even pitching matchup. I'm gonna take Twins plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at minus 125. The Rangers plus 105 with the over at 9. Pitching for the Rangers is Glenn Otto with an ERA of 4.24. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Davis Martin with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 1 strikeout. The Rangers coming off a 4-0 loss against Cleveland. White Sox on a 2-game losing streak, coming off some losses against the Dodgers. Texas 1-6 against the White Sox, 1-8 on the road against the White Sox. They just haven't been able to beat Chicago. Even pitching matchup. I do like that Chicago's been the way better head-to-head team here. Plays better at home against the Rangers. I'm going to lean with the White Sox at home. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 140. Cincinnati plus 120 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Reds is Luis Castillo with an ERA at 3.35. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 1.23. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Cincinnati on a 2-game losing streak against Arizona. St. Louis coming off a 3-game losing streak where they could not get a win against Tampa Bay. St. Louis is 5-1 at home here. I do like Palante on the mound. Looked good in his last start. And I like the Cardinals to bounce back at home. Coming off a 3-game losing streak, I'm going to take the Cardinals at home. Next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 270. Colorado plus 220 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rockies is Chad Kuhl with an ERA at 3.17. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 1.64. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Colorado coming off a 4-2 win against the Giants. Padres coming off 2 wins against the Mets, 5-1 in their last 6. Colorado 4-11 on the road against the Padres, where they've struggled. 5-15 on the road, not a very good road team here. I do like Joe Musgrove on the mound. He's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts. He's been very solid here. So, I'm going to roll with the Padres at home. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Francisco Giants. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -145. The Giants +125 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Dodgers is Walker Buehler with an ERA of 3.84. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Jacob Junis with an ERA of 2.51. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 8 strikeouts. Dodgers coming off 2 wins against the White Sox. Giants coming off a loss against Colorado 4-2. Dodgers 6-1 on the road, where they've been very solid. 5-1 straight up against the Giants. I'm liking the Dodgers on the road here. They've just been the better head-to-head team. Do like Walker Buehler on the mound. I know he struggled his last few starts here, but nonetheless, he's a really good pitcher. And Dodgers playing very well on the road here, so I'm going to roll with the Dodgers on the road. All right, next matchup with the New York Mets versus the Los Angeles Angels. These last 2 matchups, I can't find the current lines at all, but I do have the pitchers. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 4.41. His last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 8 runs, had 1 strikeout. Pitching for the Angels is Jonathan Diaz with an ERA of 1.32. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Now the Angels finally ending a 14-game losing streak, winning 5-2 against Boston yesterday. Mets coming off a 2-game losing streak here. Angels 1-8 at home. Pretty much, are the Angels going to start a run now that they finally ended their losing streak? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I really want to take that ride. Their team is a mess right now. Megill coming off one of his worst games of the season, giving up 8 runs. That's about as bad as it gets here. I like Megill to bounce back here. I'm going to roll with the Mets on the road. And then the last matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Seattle Mariners. Can't find any lines on this one. This is a 10 p.m. game, so you have plenty of time to find out the lines on this one. Pitching for the Red Sox is Rich Hill with an ERA of 4.40. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 3.59. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Boston coming off that LA loss. They pretty much dominated that series, but, LA was due for a win. It was going to happen at some point. Seattle coming off a 6-3 win against Houston. Boston on a 6-game winning streak against Seattle. 4-1 on the road. Playing very well right now, despite that Angels loss. Was on a nice win streak. Pretty even pitching matchup here. We'll see what the line ends up being, but I'm going to lean with the Red Sox on the road. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.